Hi, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers, and here's a weekly update for what I sold on eBay for the week of September 3rd through September 10th, 2017. It's a good one. It might take a while to watch, though.
Okay, so remember running through this as quickly as possible. This is North Face fleece pullover sweatshirt. One of my bread and butters. $14.59 is what I sold it for. $18.33 is what I collected. I spent $3 on this at a consignment store on their clearance rack. $6.24 for eBay, PayPal fees plus shipping for a total profit of $9.09, and it took 2.5 months to sell. This is a wedding spoon, a Dutch wedding spoon. There are these little characters on it. It's made out of pewter, so I guess you can kind of see them right there. Some are better quality than others. This was not exceptional or anything, but $14.99 is what it sold for. I paid $1 for this at an estate sale. $4.60 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $9.39, and it took 18 months to sell. Now this was a big mystery. I was worried about this being worth like millions. This is, I think the frame said it was made in Mexico, but here's the date, which stands to reason because it's 21/1, so the 1st of January, the 21st of January, 1966. It was such a cool picture. I was afraid that it was like a valuable artist, but I took it to a couple different galleries and the art teacher at the local high school, and she gave me some keywords, but she really couldn't comment specifically on this artist. I just thought it was really a sweet thing. And I took a best offer of $60. I found it for $1 at Goodwill ages ago, but I didn't list it until 8 months ago. So it took 8 months to sell. $11.13 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $47.87. Gotta keep moving. Texas Instrument TI-86. These aren't selling very well anymore. I don't pick them up anymore. I sold it for $19.99. I paid $5 for it at Goodwill. $5.43 for shipping and fees. My total profit being $9.56, and it took 15 months to sell. I used to sell those all the time. Now I don't. This was cool. This was at an estate sale. I sold it for $18.59. Paid 50 cents. It was just kind of cool. It was like this Lazy Susan. It was like atomic looking. Anyway, I hate it when I fall in love with my stuff because then I'm sort of sad to see it go. $6.84 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $11.25, and it took 4 months to sell. These are Doc Martens, and I don't usually find the boots. I find the shoes, and I find that those don't sell very well for me. These were 14i, so you count the eyes. 14i boots. I listed them for $74.99 with free shipping. I paid $1 for them at a local rummage sale. $19.92 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $54.07, and they sold the very day I listed them, or maybe the next day. These also went really fast for me. Same rummage sale. I sold them for $41.84. They paid shipping, so I collected $48.34. So $1 also at that rummage sale was fill a bag. $12.42 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $34.92, and it took 6 days to sell. I don't know. Yeah, you can see the inside. Danskos always do well. These are plastic. I wasn't sure about them, but they still did well. These came out of my daughter's closet. They're just Patagonia pants. They were size small. I sold them for $9.12. They didn't cost me anything. $4.16 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $4.96, and they only took a month to sell. This is wicked cool. Also picked up at the same estate sale with that cool atomic Lazy Susan. I sold it for $37.19, 50 cents as well. This was a great estate sale. $11.64 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $25.05. Is that right? $25.05. It took 3 months to sell. As far as I know, it was accurate. It was reading accurately. This is Air Guide. These things sell usually consistently for me, not necessarily super fast. This is Uniqlo light down vest. I picked this up at the bins. I sold it for $19.99, I think. Oh my God, I have so much stuff. No, I sold it for $14.59. They paid shipping, so $17.32 is what I collected. I paid about $1 per item at the bins. $5.64 for shipping and fees, for a total profit of $10.68, and it only took 2 weeks. And this was a brand that I was not familiar with, and the woman I was in correspondence with, she was super excited to find this brand. Ironically, it went back to the Bay Area in San Francisco, and she said it's out of Japan. So I'll be looking for that again because that was an easy sale. This I've had for quite a while. These are deer antlers. They're, because they have this bulb thing, this little fellow, he obviously had some sort of injury when he was younger, and when they grew back kind of weird. They don't necessarily, so this would not happen again this year, and it's non-typical or atypical deer antler. I'm not sure if it was a muley or a whitetail, and it was already mounted. I picked it up at a garage sale, so it sold for $116.24. Paid $5 for it. $24.81 for shipping and fees, and it was not fun to ship, but it arrived safely. $86.43 was the total profit on that, and it took 9 months to sell. And it went to Texas, which I have a friend here that goes out and finds antlers in the woods, and he sells them, and he often sells them as decor to people in Texas. So it's obviously a thing there. Santana boots, I think these are coming back to me because I made a mistake, and I'll tell you about it next week. But basically, I told her that it would ship to California in 2 days, and it didn't. It arrived today, so I told her to refuse the package and just go ahead and return because her daughter needed these by Saturday, and lesson learned, don't ever promise a day for the USPS because they're always going to prove you wrong. Anyway, $24.99. $34.49 is what I collected. She paid shipping. I paid $1 for them at the same rummage sale. I got the Doc Martens and the Danskos. $13.68 for shipping and fees. $19.81 was the total profit on that. And it took 1 week. 1 day? Really? It only took a day to sell. So they went pretty fast. Now they'll come back and they'll take forever, but this was cool because this is my favorite thing to sell. This is a kitschy little tiny, you can see it's only like 4 inches, 5 inches maybe, wide little nightlight. This was super cute, obviously from the 50s or 60s. I sold it for $32.54. I paid $1 for it at an estate sale, $8.38 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $23.16, and it took 1.5 years to sell. This came in a bag of a bunch of men's jewelry and stuff, or like pins and jewelry, men's accessories. It's an American Legion lapel pin. It was 10 karat gold, so I think that was the appeal. Some of these things sell for a lot of money. Some, there's millions of them, so they don't sell very well, but this one did. $46.49. I paid about 50 cents for it. $8.51 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $37.48, and it took 9 months to sell. That was a very profitable little bag of stuff. So these are BMW driving gloves I picked up also at an estate sale. $29.99 is what they sold for. They paid shipping, so I collected $32.76. I did pay up for these because I thought they would be worth more since they said BMW on them. So I paid $10 for them. $7.01 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $15.75, and they took 4 months to sell. This is a Chiquita banana hat, picked up at a garage sale. $12.08 is what it sold for. It was on sale. $24.91. They paid shipping, so that's what I collected. I paid 75 cents for it at a garage sale. $14.06 for shipping and fees for a total profit. Oh, I know what happened. That's why it was so much. $24.91 is what I collected because it went to Norway. Yep, went to Norway. So shipping and fees $14.06, and my profit on that was $10.10. It took 3 months to sell. I thought that was a fun hat. This, I kind of went back and forth with a guy. He made me an offer. It was pretty low. I think he initially offered me 55. These are pretty old and rare, like this one little guy. Let's see, I can't go in close, but this guy right here is Jack somebody or other. I can't remember his name, but he is he's from the 90s. And there were bits and bobs in there as well. Anyway, this came out of a huge box that I had gotten a couple summers ago that I had paid like 20 bucks for. So anyway, we went back and forth. I said 75. We finally agreed on 70. About $5 is what I have into this. $12.62 for shipping and fees for a total profit of $52.38. Thank you very much. And it took 3 months to sell. I think I probably could have hung on to this a little bit longer, but I don't know. Sell your stuff. That's what Mr. Customer Service always says. So I sold my stuff. This came out of an estate sale. These were teeny tiny. These were super dainty. So imagine a sugar cube. That's about the size of these things. And I didn't have a sugar cube. Maybe that would have been good staging. Anyway, they were sterling silver. I sold them for $17.66. I paid $1 for them. They did have a mark on them. There, right there. There's a sterling, and Raymond was the mark on that. Anyway, paid $1 for it. $5.04 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $11.62. It took 3.5 months to sell. Another pair of Patagonia pants that came out of my daughter's closet. These came out a while ago, so they took a little bit longer to sell. $9.99. They paid shipping, so I collected $12.76. Didn't cost me anything. $4.60 for shipping and fees. My total profit on that, $8.16. It took 6 months to sell. So not super great profit on those, but since they're coming out and we use them for sure, it's gold here. They're an easy sell when they grow out of them. Lisa Frank, this was one of the original ones. So this is Stuart Hall. So these are out of the 90s. And it's just a pocket folder. The girl who owned it beforehand had written down what subjects she had, and she had written a few things in the folder, but obviously that doesn't matter too much. People just love these things. The fish aren't super collectible. Anyway, sold it for $11.62. I bought it at a local thrift store for 20 cents, $4.47 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $6.95, and it took a year. Somebody last minute made me an offer on Sunday night, and so I took it. He offered me, actually, he was another lower ball offer. I think he offered me 50. So I came back $62.50 because I said that was half off, which I thought was pretty fair. It's a Bogner, which is a high-end brand. Oh, good. Look, I have my dog's tail in this. I didn't even... Whoops. That's pretty bad. I'm glad. That's probably why I didn't sell for a long time. Anyway, now I'm embarrassed. $62.50 is what I sold it for. I collected $75.27. It cost me $5 at Goodwill. $19.36 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $50.91, and it took 7 months to sell. And I am hugely embarrassed. Okay, so looking at my numbers, $772.53 for all items sold, $832.64, which is what the Seller Hubs tells me and what I tell my husband. I collected $44.55 for all these products. So I think I sold 21 items this week. So that's, about $2, a little over $2 per item, which is pretty good considering I had a couple things that I probably overpaid for. Actually, only a couple things. And actually one, that was the driving gloves. I don't think 3 is ridiculous for a North Face fleece. Anyway, $221 for shipping and fees. My total profit for the week from eBay, $566.33. And merch, I sold 7 shirts, $38.92 on that for a total profit of the week, $605.25. Q4 is coming a little early for me. That's more like Christmas numbers, maybe even somewhere between October, November types of numbers. I consistently do that during Q4.
So finally, yay! It's getting close to Q4. I'm super excited. I had a great week. I don't expect every week to be like that at all. It would be great. And I can't say that I worked any harder. I have had sales and done promoted listings. I've really been hustling. Anytime someone sends me an offer, I am always trying to negotiate and make a counteroffer that's reasonable. Sometimes they're way off the mark, like $25 on a $200 item, and we're never going to come to a middle ground there. But if they're pretty close, I'm going to try to bring them up just a few dollars. A lot of my stuff goes for free shipping, so I just try to justify it with that, and then I'll just send them a message that says, this includes free shipping, and this is the lowest offer I can take right now. And a lot of times they'll take it. So anyway, my tip for the week, and I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. I told you to go ahead and order your shipping supplies. Now I'm going to tell you to go out and scavenge your shipping supplies. I want you to play Mrs. Kravitz from Bewitched, and if you don't know that, you should go look it up. She's the one that's always peeping in the window to see if Samantha is a witch. And anyway, I want you, instead of peeping in their windows, just watch to see if the FedEx or the UPS or the USPS driver keeps going to the same house with those other Amazon boxes that are filled with packing material or anything else. I have a neighbor that collects artwork, so I get a lot of my packing material from them, which is great. So just pay attention to who seems to be getting the most and say, hey, I can save you some room in your garbage can. If you want to give me your packing material, that'd be great. Other places you can go. My husband is a PA, a physician's assistant, and he works in a clinic, and he gets blood and medicine and stuff, and they come in these they're usually about that big, styrofoam boxes. And he'll bring those home for me, and I either break them apart and use them as fill, or I can use those as a way to ship. So you can go to hospitals and try to get some of that type of packing material. I used to get my stuff at gift shops, so you can go to a local gift shop and see if they have stuff that's packing material. A lot of times they ship, so sometimes they aren't willing to give you their stuff. I know I went to Pier 1 and they looked at me like I was crazy. You can dumpster dive and just go in the back. Around here, they don't think that you're stealing something. They think that you are trying to put garbage into the dumpster. So a lot of area around here, because we have a lot of college students, I think, that don't want to pay for garbage. So anyway, they lock their dumpsters. You can go to a library because they also get a lot of books from Amazon. I've gotten quite a bit of packing material, and they save it for me now at my local library. You can go to schools for the same reason. They get a lot of books. So just be clever. Think of places around that might be receiving a lot of shipments, and see if they'd be willing to give you or save for you their packing material. So be a scavenger. Collect it now. Get gobs and gobs, and it'll seem like too much, but a couple of shipments later, you're bugging your neighbor again. So anyway, that's my tip for the week. Hope you had a good one. Thanks for watching, and you can like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends. Have a good week. Thanks.